No stalling. Welcome to the enigmatic Ides show. No, I don't have a show, but that'd be cool. So as you guys may know, I am currently in England, to be specific, Plymouth. So it's like in the southwest of London. I mean, in England, sorry. And Plymouth is actually like pretty similar to Woolfield. Like Woolfield is where my host university is. So right now I'm on exchange and I'm doing 1 year here, and then after my year here I'll be going back to Canada, back to Acadia, to do my final year of my bachelor's degree. So let's get right into this. So this video is obviously about like just like settling in and everything. Like honestly, this is my first time ever crossing the Atlantic Ocean to go anywhere, so it was definitely like a big like difference and just like a huge experience for me to experience it almost like mostly by myself, because honestly that there's no Bahamians here that I've like met, so it's like quite different. So Acadia, like I had a ton of like high school friends that I went to university with, and here is like I don't even have a single Bahamian that's here, but I have like quite a bit of like friends from like the Caribbean, like Africa, but there's someone else who's on exchange from Acadia, so like we talk a couple of times or whatever, like we are pretty chill with each other. And I actually met this other Canadian. It's funny, like sorry, like I was in the library and I just saw Blundstones. So these bad guys, like it's a little bit dirty, but these ones, like everyone wears them, especially at Acadia. So I got me a pair, and I was like, I saw her shoes, I was like, excuse me, are you Canadian? She was like, yeah, from Vancouver. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. It's my song. That's so cool. So she's like, yeah, like we chatted for like maybe like 15 minutes just like about Canada and like being here and stuff, because that was just like just that connection between like shoes. Like I would never thought that would be like a thing, so that was like really, really cool. But yeah, so I have my list down here. Definitely like the time change was a bit rough, because right now I'm 4 hours ahead from Halifax, Woolfield, whatever, in Nova Scotia, Canada, and I'm 5 hours ahead from Nassau, Bahamas, where my homeland is, where I'm from. Probably just getting adjusted to the time change now, because like I used to go to bed at like 3 o'clock in the morning was like felt normal to me, or even later, and then I get up like really late because I felt like it was later but actually was like earlier, you know. It's a totally different lighting, but anyway, actually I felt like it was earlier, like so my body's really, really tired, but it was actually later, so like the time would be like maybe 12 o'clock p.m. and I'll be feeling like my body just felt like it was 8 a.m. because I was just like so tired, especially like when I went to France. Like that time change also kind of disrupted everything because I was like up and down from different time zones and stuff, so it was rough. So I'm starting to like go to bed at like 11. I'm trying to and like getting up at 8 o'clock in the morning basically every day. Anyway, yeah, and then the currency change. So as some of you may know, like the currency here is the pound, so it's like worth a lot. Okay, so like the US dollar is maybe like you would get, if you gave them 140 pounds, you would get $1 US back. Like currency changes every day, but like that's like every time I went to exchange money, that's like what the rate was. And when it comes to Canadian dollars, shoots, it's almost like a 1-to-2 ratio, to be honest. Like the Canadian dollar versus the pound. Like I'm poor, like I'm broke here. It's so expensive, and like you pay for everything here. You pay for everything. You have to pay to use a toilet sometimes, like 30 pence, which is like cents. but you have to pay to use the toilet. And you also use a little packet ketchup here. That's legit. 40 pence. 40 pence. So I went out for fish and chips one time, and they gave me the fish and the chips, which were fries. And I was like, where the ketchup? Because it was just fries with ketchup on it, or like ketchup on the side. Nothing. So I was like, where the ketchup? The woman was like, oh, that's 40 pence. I was like, what? Like, you have to pay for salt, you have to pay for not salt. Probably would have to pay for salt. I'm kidding. But you have to pay for ketchup, mayo, like if you want mayo on your fries, like everything basically. The weather changed. Like, it's okay, right now it's like super sunny, but like outside it's cold. Like by tonight it'll be like, even colder, or like it might be raining. Like, it's so bipolar. Like one time it was like really sunny like this, and we had like a flash of rain that lasted for like 8 seconds, and then it just like stopped. I was like, what the heck? Like, what's going on here? It's like my flatmate, he's like, yeah, that happens. It's like, what? That's so weird. And like, I'm always sick, like all the time too. I think it's like the weather always like changing and stuff. So it's like really bad. Like I've already been sick 2 times, and I've only been here for a month. I am not even like fully over the second sickness. And when I got sick the second time, I wasn't fully over the first sickness. So like, this has been rough. And then I can't find any pancake mix. Can't find no like Eggo waffles. Like over the summer I was eating Eggo waffles like every day. And for me to go buy a waffle maker, like, no, I'm only here for you. Like, why would I do that? So like, honestly, like I was in the store, I was like, excuse me, do you guys have like breakfast waffles? They were like, what? I was like, yeah, like Eggo waffles. They was like, what? Like, what are you talking about? And they like looked it up, and the only thing that came up were like potato waffles. So like they'd have like potato waffles. I see here like a lot of like English people like eat a lot of potatoes and beans, especially beans for breakfast. Yes, so that's a breakfast dish. And the bacon is like that thick, not like thick, but like wide, and like maybe as long as my hand, maybe. You don't have like the strips, is like slabs of bacon, like they call it, I think, bacon back. Just like also like the slang and the accents, oh my gosh. Just today, like my friend, she was like a water jug, and I was like, wait, did you, like, I was just laughing because I thought she had said water choke. So I was like, oh, water jug. A water jug? What? You just told your friends about a water jug? I was just like giggling, and afterwards I caught on. She's like, water jug. She said something like she had it for a long time. She wasn't sure. She wanted to throw it away. I was like, why would you want to throw away a water jug? And then like words. Okay, so for example, they call like what we may call jelly, they call like jello jelly. And jelly, what we would call jelly, they call jam. It's been a very good experience. Like, I've met like a ton of people from like all over the world already. Like, it's definitely like helping me break out of my shell, you may say. Because like at Acadia, like I had like Canadian friends or whatever, but a ton of Bahamian friends. Like I never really made that many friends like from a ton of different countries, I guess you would say. But like here, like I basically have no other choice. I mean, I have a choice, like big European friends. Like I'm friends like with my flatmates and everything, like fully European, and one's from Greece. Yeah, but I'm mostly like hanging out with international people. I don't know, like people from, I have a whole list here: Jamaica, St. Vincent, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Iran. Like they might have friends. Nigeria, Ghana, Lesotho. So it's like in South Africa. It used to be like part of South Africa, but they broke apart some time ago. And Germany. Those are like other exchange students. Oh, I have a friend from New York too. I love her. Anastasia, shout out to you. Shout out to you. That's the first person I met that could actually like vibe to the same kind of music that I know about. So like Ghana, that little baby, you know, whatever, like we's lit. Like 21. And we got Cayman Islands, we got Jordan. Jordan is also in the Middle East, so Pakistan, Iran, Jordan. And the girl from Cayman Islands, she was like my first Caribbean friend. Well, no, I had another friend from Trini and Barbados before her, but she's been like, she hooked me up with the Jamaican curry because her people's like have connections with Jamaica too, and Guyana, Seychelles. Okay, so Seychelles is actually like in the middle of the Indian Ocean, basically. Yeah, it's very beautiful. Like, I've seen photos and everything. Like, they always talk about how beautiful it is. So you vibe with like the island music and everything. So, because they're island as well. I want to buy them out. It's not the actual like. You see how like the ball is kind of green, and like actually have some from the Bahamas that I brought, but from the Bahamas is actually kind of brownish, like the bottle, but this is green. So I don't know. Hopefully it tastes the same. I found some cream crackers. I can even find these in Canada. Got some rich tea, you know, for the Brits, you know, with the tea and like little biscuits and tea. Got some plantain chips. You could see. I got some African shea butter. And I got like a ton of hair products. Shoes. Got, you know, some on Shakis. I was trying out this this edge control. That's what I have on right now. Looking alright. What else I got? I got some coconut oil. I got some you can see it. As I am stuff as well. So I mean, it was pretty expensive though. Like the high demand, cause like not as many, I guess, African descended people here. Like you would find like these stuff like way cheaper and plentiful in Leeds and like London and stuff like that, and Birmingham and Nottingham. But yeah, I love it here though. Like it's quite a, like I get homesick like more often here than I was in Canada, because probably because I don't have like any Bahamians here and stuff to like share experiences and stuff with. But definitely like my Jamaican friends, you know, we have like that connection and stuff. Like especially like the other Caribbeans as well. Like it's like you could basically like, walk to everywhere. Like I haven't really used the public transportation yet. Like everything's like in close proximity to certain stuff. Like especially where I live, because I live like kind of in the city town, not like on campus. So it's like really good location. But yeah, I think the next video is gonna be like the academic side of like being here. This video is getting kind of long, but yeah, like that's the last thing. I'm gonna do like a video about like slang and different words. Like I got a ton already like set up, so I'm gonna have like one of my flatmates come down and help me out with that. So yeah. Also, and I forgot, like there's no Thanksgiving or like holidays. Like they call them bank holidays. Like the only holidays or breaks we have is Christmas and Easter. Easter's like 3 weeks though. That's the good part. That's all the way in April, so we don't have any breaks this fall semester until Christmas. I've been like so busy. Like the work here is so hard. Like I'm gonna do the next video like the academic side of like fitting in and like getting used to everything here, because trust me, it's like completely different. But yeah, I'm alive, so finally got some time to shoot a video and keep you guys updated and see you guys. Baby, you should be my sunshine. Hey, you see the sunshine? It's on time. Very friendly. Caribbean order collection. Oh, and painting means like really beautiful, so people will be like, oh, you look so pink. Or fit. Like fit is like another like way to say beautiful or pink. So be my company.